Welcome back to another episode of The Heated Mic. I'm Sally, and today we've got a topic that is setting political and legal circles on fire. I am very excited because we have two amazing guests who are going to bring some serious heat to this debate. On one side, we have Ryan, who believes that the preservation of these signal messages is essential for transparency. And on the other, we have Andreas, who argues that the Trump administration did nothing wrong and that this lawsuit is just another political attack. Buckle up, folks, because this is going to be a wild ride.
Thanks for having me, Sally. Yeah, look, this is a big deal. We're talking about potential violations of federal records laws here. When top officials in the Trump administration were discussing military strikes on an encrypted auto-deleting platform, that raises serious red flags. The judge's order to preserve these messages is a necessary step toward accountability.
Accountability? Come on, Ryan, let's be real. This is nothing but another politically motivated lawsuit aimed at undermining Trump officials. The fact that these messages were on Signal doesn't automatically mean anything shady was going on. Government officials use encrypted platforms all the time for security reasons.
Okay, let's break this down. Ryan, you're saying that these messages should be preserved because they could contain critical government records. But Andreas, you're saying this is just politics as usual. What about the concern that these messages were set to disappear? Doesn't that suggest an attempt to hide something?
Absolutely. The fact that these messages were auto-deleting is exactly why this is concerning. Government communications, especially those involving military action, are supposed to be part of the public record. That's the whole point of the Federal Records Act. If these messages just vanish, we lose any potential oversight into what decisions were being made and why.
Or maybe, just maybe, they were set to disappear for security reasons? You think our national security team should be chatting about military strikes on, what, an open email chain for anyone to hack? The reality is, this administration has complied with record-keeping laws. And let's not forget, the White House has already said no war plans were discussed.
But Andreas, what about the fact that the Atlantic journalist was accidentally added to this chat? That's not exactly a great look, is it?
Yeah, that was a mistake. But mistakes happen. That doesn't mean there was some grand conspiracy. And let's be honest, if this were happening under any other administration, would we even be having this conversation? This is about targeting Trump, plain and simple.
Oh, give me a break. If this were happening under Biden, you'd be the first one calling for investigations. The truth is, we need transparency no matter who's in office. The American people have the right to know if decisions about military action were being made in secret and without proper documentation.
Whew, this is getting heated. So let's zoom out a little. The judge made it clear that this order isn't a finding of wrongdoing. He just wants to make sure the messages aren't lost. Andreas, if there's nothing to hide, then why not just comply?
That's exactly my point. The administration is complying. The judge set an order and they're following it. But the way this is being spun makes it seem like they were caught red-handed, trying to delete crucial evidence. That's just not the case.
We don't know that yet. That's the issue. Without those messages, we'll never know what was really discussed. And let's not ignore the fact that this judge has dealt with other legal battles against Trump's policies, so it's not like he's pulling this order out of nowhere. This is serious, Andreas.
All right, final thoughts, because I feel like we could go all night. Ryan, what's your last word on this?
We need to stop treating transparency like a partisan issue. This is about government accountability. If those messages contain information about military action, they should be preserved. Period.
Andreas?
This is just another example of Trump's enemies trying to stir controversy where there isn't any. The administration followed the law, and this lawsuit is a waste of time.
And there you have it. Two passionate perspectives on a major political controversy. What do you think, listeners? Is this about transparency, or is it just another political hit job? Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you next time on The Heated Mic.